Hello and welcome to vlog 18 of my literary journey. My last vlog was 4 years ago, so it's been some time since I updated you, and I thought I'd go on a little retrospective journey with you to discuss my literary development. For those who don't know me, my name's Emily Shalom. I grew up in Glastonbury, in the spiritual epicentre of this world. And I was exposed to a lot of discordant belief systems when I was growing up. Some people were pagan, some people were witches, some people were Christian, and it set me thinking. Fast forward a little bit, I was a poet as a child and as an adolescent, and then I started writing my first novel, The Religion of Self-Enlightenment, in 2008. Now, I signed a publishing deal with a London publishing house, and this front cover was designed. As you can see, it's got Jesus in the middle of someone's eye, and it's supposed to be the main character's eye, and The Religion of Self-Enlightenment by Emily Shalom. My surname is spelt Italian because my great-grandfather was Italian. Now, this is when things get weird, because I spent 8 years writing the book. It's a book about an initially proudly boring young man named Carrick Aries, who has a near-death experience in a car accident when he's 29. Essentially goes mad and thinks he finds the answers to the meaning of life. So he writes a whole new religion called The Religion of Self-Enlightenment, which is contained in its entirety within the novel. And the ambition behind it is to save the world. And so it's quite a bombastic novel, and I put my heart and soul into it, and all my youthful thinking was channeled into formulating a novel and a belief system which could work. And apparently this didn't go unnoticed, because by the spiritual realm, that is, if you don't believe in the spiritual realm, then you won't be interested in what I'm about to tell you. You may as well switch off now and go and earn some money or something, whatever you want to do. I'm not here to dictate to you, but there is a spiritual realm, and it heard my desperate pleas for understanding. And basically I was walking in Paradise Nature Reserve in Cambridge, England, with my sister, my dearly beloved sister, and she took a photo of me by a tree, sitting on a tree, and she said, after she took the photo, she exclaimed that I'd been photobombed by Jesus. So I took a look at the photo, and this is what I saw. As you can see, there's me sitting here looking down the river, and what is this? And I've been back to that spot many times and taken many photos there, but nothing quite looks like that. And as you can see from this photo, it matches the cover of my debut novel, The Religion of Self-Enlightenment, with the image in the eye. So, and it's in Paradise Nature Reserve. So what does this all mean? I spent years trying to understand. Some people said it was a reflection of my soul. Some people said it was a figure of light. Some people said, oh, it's nothing, Emily, you should just forget about it. But I wasn't capable of forgetting about something like that. I'd already given my life to God, and I believed in God when I was growing up. But I always believed that all religions are pathways to the same truth. I wasn't necessarily a very good Christian or even a very good person, I would say. But I had a good heart and a good soul, and that stood me in good stead with my writing, for my writing. So this didn't go unnoticed by other people as well, because a musician saw my my photos, my miraculous photo, and decided to write a song about me. And he wore a Triumph t-shirt in the video, the same one that Bob Dylan wore on Highway 61 Revisited, I believe, the Triumph t-shirt that's very famous from Bob Dylan's album cover. And I found the same t-shirt in my shed, and I put it on the line, and then the same miraculous figure appeared again. So if you can see here, I don't know if you can see clear enough, but there's like here's the head, his outstretched arms either side, and the same figure of light, and here's the light emanating off in a supernatural manner. And things got a bit cray-cray for me, and there's more miraculous photos. I started writing poetry. My first poetry collection is called My Searches for Meaning, and the front cover is here. And when I showed it to my Christian friend, she showed me this photo here, which is kind of funny and kind of remarkable. So, and then on my local church, I saw love hearts everywhere. I started to psychologically really struggle, and love hearts, seeing love hearts wherever I could, kept me going. And then a love heart appeared on my local church, and I got someone to take a photo of me in 2016, around that time it would have been. And this is where things get really dark, because I descended into madness. I'd never been psychologically unwell before, but with all these revelations going on, I really couldn't cope, and I became, as I like to phrase it, 1% famous in Cambridge. So I, as a lot of famous people find, I found it a very heady and disorientating experience. I had all my bills paid for. I had a financier, an Irish financier, who helped me out with my finances, and drugs were readily available, and sex, and anything that I could think of that that human beings have a hunger for, drink, and it caused me no end of problems. I mean, some people will say, oh, you were living the dream back then. But actually, I began to be in a nightmare, and I found it very distressing that as a woman, as a young woman, no one took me seriously as a writer, as a spiritual being, and I began to lose my grip on my sanity. So I was never sectioned, but I did have a psychotic breakdown about 2017, and I knew I had to rebuild my life. So I began to, and I did various book signings. Here's me in Canterbury Waterstones. Here's me in Eastbourne Waterstones. Here's me, Cambridge Waterstones, I believe. And here's my book in various bookshops. And I began to be impressed. And I took a trip to Glastonbury, where I went up the Tor and held the copy of The Religion of Self-Enlightenment up the Tor. This is definitely Cambridge Waterstones, where I did a little talk and had a little book signing. It was very lovely. My friend got a tattoo of the rose, because the acronym for The Religion of Self-Enlightenment is the rose, and he really believed in me. So he was probably the one person to support me. I lived with him for years, and I slowly rebuilt my life. So I've been on like about a 7-year healing journey, really, and the upshot of that is that in 2024, in the recent history, in September and November, I appeared in a Times Square billboard campaign where my book was declared a modern cult classic. So that's my face and my book in America. And then I got more press, interviews and things like that. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is because I've become terribly distressed about the state of the world, and I really wrote my books to address the religious discord that we're currently experiencing as a species. And I'd like to reach out to people and say that if you're going through, drug problems or mental health problems or spiritual disorientation, you can come through the other side. And that's really what I wanted to say to you today. So if you'd like to, please share this video or comment or, speak about your own journey. Or if you don't want to and you just think it's worth ignoring, then please feel free to do that. I'm not here to dictate your actions to you, and I'm not here to dictate your beliefs to you. In the midst of all that, people have burnt my books, people have called me crazy, delusional, all this kind of thing. I mean, the one upside of it is that it's a fantastic novel, and I've now written 7 books. All have been really well received, and I'm currently writing my autobiography about the journey that I just explored with you. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say today. And if you found it helpful or inspirational or confrontational even, I apologise if you found it confrontational or challenging in any way, but the truth often is, and this is my truth. And as I say, I'm writing my autobiography at the moment to explore that. It's currently 25,000 words long, and it needs to be 40,000 words long minimum to pass as a conventional autobiography. Some autobiographies are up to 60,000 words, so I've got quite a long way to go. But there's a story here, and I'd like to attempt to share it with you. So thank you for listening, and bless you all. Take care. Bye bye.